Guns are used for self-defense and for collecting recreational purposes, like hunting and target shooting. Gun control involves the regulation of the ownership and the use of guns, as well as safety uses related to firearms. United States is the richest country in the world, but do you notice it takes the first place in violence with a rate of mortality with 13.70 rate caused by guns, 3 times more than Germany, and Australia. 45% of the population owns a gun for his or her protection. Today, we will be learning more about this topic. My classmates, Ricardo in favor and Daniel against, will defend his pursuit by presenting us what is gun control, the consequences, gun control in Mexico, and some solutions. Let's start it, and I would like to start by asking you guys how owning a gun changes the dynamics of a conflict. You may start. Ricardo will start with you.
Well, when you own a gun, there have been many reasons why you own a gun. For protection, for, as you said, for hunting, for collectible, as my uncle who went to Israel and bought a fire. But there are people like gangs, like mafias, that buy the weapons, but in the black market. So that's why we need a gun control mostly in North America, not so much in Mexico.
When you have a weapon in this situation, again, you have a clear advantage in front of every enemy or every situation. If you are hunting, you're in advantage of that prey. If you are defending yourself, you're in advantage of the thief if he's stealing, for example.
Okay, thank you. Now that we all understand the topic and what it means and the habits, please present us the consequences regarding this topic.
So according to the Second Amendment of the United States of America, all the individuals are able to own a gun. But there has been many controversies, like the most recent with Connecticut or Columbine. We can see in those films, in Michael Moore's films, people blame the media, as I saw in the movie. People blame Marilyn Manson, but Marilyn Manson himself told that there is a lack of gun control, and as I said, many politicians have argued on that.
For me, gun control is not real because the people that can harm you have guns, and people like you that want to protect yourself, you don't have the access. In this case, if they control the weapon. A clear example is that cinema on the United States where people were massacred by a guy with a weapon. If they had a gun, this guy would have received what he deserved, death.
Well, let's focus in our country and analyze the laws in Mexico.
Well, according to the 10th article of 1917, since 1857 and 2 in 1917, all people can own a gun, but depending on the type of gun, you can own like a revolver or like large machine, but you can own a handgun but just for protection. And if you like hunting, you need a license as well as you need for protection. And there has been many controversies with the United States mainly, where our mafias own guns, and create a black market. And in Mexico, there hasn't been like a successful gun control.
It's clear that being close to the United States is a huge menace for Mexico because you can cross the border and go to Tucson, for example, buy every weapon you want and come here. So at first it wasn't allowed to sell guns here in Mexico, but they are now a little bit more flexible because they know that any thief, any criminal can go to the United States, buy the weapons, and come back over here. And people here that couldn't buy weapons had no protection.
Well, that is a problem that in Mexico they are restricted. So, as I said, the mafias go to America, to the United States, and where America has this idea they are fear from terrorism, for example, or from the media. They are afraid. So there is no successful gun control, and for that reason, the Mexican criminals own the guns and will start all the dirty businesses.
Oh, but with gun control, you are limiting everyone to protect themselves. Mafias are going to get weapons, even though gun control is perfect. If gun control is perfect, even though that mafias are going to get the weapons. So why normal people can't get weapons and like fight against if they are affected by those mafias? It's like giving them a chance to survive.
Yeah, but in the United States, the people that most use the guns are civilians, not are the criminals.
Yeah, but I'm talking about bringing the guns. Mafias bring guns to Mexico, but Mexican people can't buy weapons and they can't defend themselves from mafias that get their weapons in America. So government should legalize weapons here for people to protect themselves. Mafias are getting weapons in this way or in another way. They are getting weapons.
Well, let's focus more on the mafias. As you said, I'm totally in favor of your point that mafias in either or other way will get the guns here in Asia, and I don't know. But the problem is the civilians, that there is no control. If a crazy guy buys a gun, there are no programs, controls that can, well, there are no successful systems of gun control that provides help, psychological help, and for the people. And that's why the people are the ones that use more the guns than the mafia.
I believe I would feel safer knowing I have a gun in my house. If some psycho has a gun and I have a gun, I know I have not advantage, but I'm not a disadvantage. If guns are controlled, I will be in a huge disadvantage. Because the psycho people will get the weapon, either way or another.
Well, I don't think so. Well, they can, but if they're not like gangsters, like normal gangsters from the street. They're not like a big mafia, a big member of the mafia. I don't think like the crazy people could get easily guns with a proper gun control.
It's a fair point, but I think that if both of them, if you and your enemy have weapons, the battle is fair. If you don't have the weapon and you are attacked by someone that has, it's not fair. So gun control should not exist because it's not fair. If gun control would be perfect, it's fine because none of the people will have weapons.
Well, there are other alternatives that you can for self-defense, like for example, I don't know, Krav Maga. I know Krav Maga, and I know how to disarm weapons or other martial arts. Not necessarily owning a weapon is the only way.
Classmates, let's propose some solutions and try to conclude your position, please.
Well, the problem is that people are not well educated and are bad influenced by the media. And yeah, I know people need to know how to defend themselves against the bad guys, the ones that want to harm them. But I think that we need to do something for not letting this problem go with the criminals, because the purpose of the government is to serve for the people.
Gun control today will never work. If gun control becomes global, it will be useful. But now you can go to another country and get the weapon, come back to your country where it's illegal to have a weapon, and take advantage of people that doesn't have.
Okay. Thanks for your opinions and thanks for explaining to us this controversial topic. Gun ownership is a cultural thing, and discussing whether gun control is right or wrong requires us to acknowledge this. We have to first be able to admit that owning a gun changes a person, and we need to analyze how it changes the person and the society. Thank you for your opinions.